Hey, what's up, guys? So it's an eBay unboxing. So I'm hoping this is what I'm hoping it is. And you don't always get what you want, if you know what I mean. So what I'm hoping this is I'm hoping it's sterling silver. And there's a chance it might not be sterling silver. So we'll see in a moment. And I hate when sellers send fragile things in envelopes. That always worries me because a lot of times things come broken because they, don't have as much protection. So at least the seller put bubble wrap. That's actually something that calms me down. As soon as I see the bubble wrap, I'm like, okay, all right, so at least you put some padding. My recent unboxing, I don't know if you guys saw it, came in a manila envelope with no padding at all. All right, so I give this seller some credit where credit's due. There was some good packing. And oh boy, this is like doing surgery, having to cut, you know what I mean? You don't want to cut the item. All right, I'll be back. All right, we're getting there. We're getting closer and closer to finding out if this is sterling silver or not. Anticipation is building. And we got more tape. And again, I had to go careful, like a surgeon, not like a virgin. I'm thinking of Madonna's song. To cut through this without damaging it, because it's fragile. And what do we have? The unveiling. Cool. All right, it's not broken. Thank the good Lord. Okay, so let's check this out. It's Art Nouveau. And Nouveau was like a beautiful, beautiful type of art movement that was around the 1890s to about, I believe, 1905. You see a beautiful Art Nouveau lady and this beautiful repoussé work. You see this little round little grommet on the end, and that would have actually hung from a ribbon from a lady's neck, or it would have actually been placed around a hook that's called a chatelaine, and would have suspended from the side of her dress. Very, very interesting. All right. I just want to make sure the mirror is in good shape. And it does have some silvering, which I like to see actually, because it shows me that this is not like a revival piece that was made in the 80s. A lot of pieces were actually revived in around the 80s, jewelry especially. And nope, we got a real antique here. Let's find out if it's silver. All right, so it turns out that it is sterling, and you wouldn't be able to tell because it's so black and tarnished. Look at that. It is absolutely filthy. So it's usually hidden, and let's find it, and it's right there. I don't know if you can see. Right there it says sterling. So that means it's sterling silver, probably 925. All right, so let's get out the silver cleaner, the silver polish. I would actually like to get my Dremel for this one, and let's see if we can get this cleaned. So look at it before, and then we'll check out the after. But first, let's get the supplies out. All right, Q-tips, check. Weeman silver polish, check. A Sabrina silver polishing cloth, check. Let's get started. Oh my goodness, this takes so much elbow grease. So far, these areas started to be done, and you can see the difference. And you got to get in between these nooks and crannies, which is very, very hard to do. So I got my work cut out for me. I was going to get the Dremel out, but the Dremel might be too rough for this. I had like buffing pads or buffing wheels, but yeah, I'm going to do this by hand. So I had to get in and out of each and every one of these nooks and crannies. Okay, next step is a denture brush. And I got this at like Rite Aid or something. These are like the best things ever. So to put a little of the Weeman's right on the bristles and just get in there and scrub really well. So here it is. Look how shiny it is. It's not as shiny as I'd like it to be because it was very, very, very hard to get in all those nooks and crannies. But it actually is not black anymore, and that's great. And so what's great about these little mini ones is they're not the regular vanity sized ones. These ones are actually little travel sized ones. And what I like about them is that they appeal to antique doll collectors as well. If you have antique dolls in your collection, you can actually hang one from a chatelaine from her waist, or get a pretty silk ribbon and tie it around her neck. and or have the doll pose with the little mirror in her hand, and then you have an instant like really cool display. What's great about this is it is actually silver. Now the seller, I suspect, probably thought it was pewter because it was so black that you couldn't even tell, and it's very hard to find that sterling mark, as you can see there. It's probably American, most likely. And again, from about 1900 to about 1905, it could possibly be about from the late 1890s as well. It's not telling. So look at Art Nouveau. Isn't Art Nouveau just a beautiful, beautiful type of artwork? A lot of Art Nouveau, you would see these ladies with long, blowing, flowing hair, and then surrounded by flowers or insects or butterflies and animals and nature, and a lot of like almost like these crazy geometric patterns that would go throughout, and you can see them throughout where the flowers are. And I love Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau is my favorite type of art style, actually. You should check out Art Nouveau. It's spelled Nouveau, Art Nouveau, and it means new art. And it was like all the rage for a short period of time. There was an artist by the name, I believe it was Alphonse Mucha, Mucha, and he did the most amazing, amazing Art Nouveau artworks. You should check that out. You'll probably get into Art Nouveau objects. And the cool part is we got the original mirror, uncracked, unbroken. Now, a lot of times they do come broken. Now, if they have a little blackening or silvering on them or little spots, that's actually acceptable for an antique like this. And guess what I paid for this? I couldn't believe it. The seller had a make an offer button. I offered $15 and they accepted. So this was a great eBay score, which I probably won't match that one for a long time. A lot of people get wise to this and realize it's sterling silver. So what we're going to do really fast is go to a cutaway, and we're going to check out some other Art Nouveau mirrors. And you're going to see all different designs that you can probably find, possibly at flea markets and thrift shops. Hang in there for 1 second while I go to the cutaway. All right, so we're going down the Google rabbit hole. Here's a bunch of different ones you'll come across. They came in all different kinds of metals. They came in brass, they came in nickel plated, they came in silver plated, sterling, they came in gold, they came in gold plated. And you can see some of the prices, which are absolutely outrageous and ridiculous. Some of them will get the prices, some of them won't, and they'll just sit there for years, like this one, $895 for a brass one. The bigger they are, the more money they're worth, of course, especially with the sterling silver and precious metal. And you can see we got all different ones that you can come across when you go thrifting. Now, be careful. There was a lot of revivals and fakes made of these that came out of China and India. They do have patina on them, so they look very old, and it's very hard to tell that you have a fake. I can tell because I've been dealing with antiques for over 25 years or so. You know, you get to know after a while what's a fake and what's the real deal. And so here we go. Here's some different ones. Again, the smaller ones will go for less. The ones that are more valuable are, of course, the precious metal ones like sterling or gold. And you'll see different kinds of designs. Again, be careful. There are a lot of fakes out there. You will really, really be fooled. Here's a fake at Walmart. This one is by Unger Brothers. That was another company that made a lot of these hand mirrors. And here's a bronze one, $450 on Etsy. Here's one that is pewter, $58. Pewter, the pewter ones never sell for very high, so expect to spend no more than like $60. Don't spend more than that on one that's not sterling, unless it's absolutely like an amazing, amazing example of one. Here's some different ones. Here we go. Really, really very pretty. And here's some ideas of some of the prices that you're going to see. If you want to purchase one retail, we're on Ruby Lane. Here's one right here, Unger Brothers, $599. I suspect that one is not a hand size one, but a vanity. $575, $583. Here's a silver repousse one, $565. This one's a small one. Here we go. Here's one with porcelain, $347. And they came with all different things. It wasn't just metal. They had porcelain portraits on them as well. This one's $361. Let's see. We have a brass one for 228. Here we go. Here's a small hand size one, $250. Another small hand size one, $250. Another small hand size one, $225. So these are about the prices for the smaller ones. So as you can tell, I did pretty well with the one I found on eBay. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys all soon, and we'll go down the Google rabbit hole, checking out all these things that you could possibly find at antique shops, thrift stores, and flea markets. So long.